we need to understand that our SVI is tracked as an interface. It can have all of the usual suspect states administratively down, 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 up, up. And what impact is that? Well, here's what I want you thinking about. Let's say I've got my multi-layer switch, and it's got connections to some access layer switches, and I'll put in another multi-layer switch. It's topology. Okay, so we've got some multi-layer switches now. And then I've got a protocol sniffer. Let's say that's a protocol sniffer. I'll indicate as much. Sniffer. So we're talking, I've got a connection to that switch, and it's capturing traffic for network analysis, that sort of thing. And let's say that it is plugged in on VLAN 10. Okay. Now this switch, this multi-layer switch, is going to track the presence of all of the links inside of VLAN 10 that have connectivity, and we've got our SVI. Let's build that out. So int VLAN 10. Let's say it has an IP address. Okay. Now, the chassis is going to be watching for interfaces in VLAN 10, and it will drop the logical interface if everything inside of it has gone south. Let's say I change my topology now and get rid of some of these ports or some of these links. Let's say a few of the links go away. In fact, let's say all of them go away, but the chassis remains. So let me just do a little bit of cleanup work. So now this chassis has lost all connectivity to the campus network. Notice that it's only connected up to the sniffer. But if the sniffer is plugged in, and let's say that is FA 0/1, the logical interface will remain up, even though this chassis has really lost connectivity to the VLAN for all intents and purposes. Here's the problem. This device still thinks it's up. And it might have connectivity to the outside world. It's going to have connectivity maybe to the core layer. And let's say it has connectivity to the core layer still. I know this is getting a little messy, so let's move that over. Move that over. Still has connectivity, and it's advertising reachability to this subnet via a dynamic routing protocol. This is now a problem, because really what we want is we want the second distribution layer switch, the remaining distribution layer switch, to be the only device that is advertising connectivity to the subnet. So what we need to do is this. We need to exclude ports like these, those that are plugged into sniffers, from being an indicator that we have connectivity to this VLAN. So the bullet points say, if the VLAN exists and is active, and it's not administratively down, and we have something in it, then it'll be in the up status. This says I can exclude some interfaces, those that are plugged into sniffers, that from the tracking, so that we can remove ourselves. So now if I've done this, I will no longer advertise myself as a device that can get traffic into this subnet, into this VLAN. That's important, because you would have just lost some reachability to your network by doing something benign, something as benign as sniffing traffic.